Hi everyone, this is Adam H. Cole, your couples financial counselor, and today I'm going to talk to you about what to do if you find out that your husband had hidden debt from you. And this advice is going to be powerful no matter who you're married to, no matter what their gender, if it's a husband, wife, or otherwise. But there are 5 steps I'm going to take you through to work through this very difficult situation. And this is going to require some energy and effort, but I'm going to get you on the right track here today. And if you stay till the end, not only will you know how to get this conversation moving forward, but I'm also going to have something for you that I know you're going to love completely free that's going to help you have this conversation even more effectively. And to tell you a little bit more about me, as I said, I'm a couples financial counselor. That means that I work with couples who love each other to make sure that the money conversation doesn't get in the way because it's one of the top causes of divorce. But with the right support and tools, that is completely unnecessary. And that's the work that I do with couples. So let me get right into the content. Step number one is to dig into your own feelings about the fact that he has hidden this debt from you. How does it make you feel? What comes up for you? What values are involved? Maybe trust is really important to you, and I would imagine it is. And this might bring up a lack of trust, some resentment, some fear, anxiety, anything like that. And however you want to get to these feelings, journaling, meditation, maybe even talking to a coach or a therapist, but to get to the bottom of how it's been affecting you. And this is going to help keep you also calm and knowing what you need to say when the time comes to talk to your husband about this. Now, the second step is to consider his history and his socialization. And you may not know all of this 100% because each person has unique history and experiences that color their perspective on money. But here are a couple of things to think about beyond what you know about your husband's own life. As men, we tend to be socialized to believe that one of our most important duties is to take care of our family, and that includes financially. So if there is something that triggers that shame, you can expect defensiveness, right? Because if you say, hey, I can't believe you had that debt from me, that may, even on an unconscious level, be internalized as, hey, she's accusing me or he's accusing me of not keeping up my end of the bargain, and I can't be with that because I feel ashamed of that, right? And the defensiveness will come up right away. And I see this a lot with my clients and people who I speak to about their relationships. So just consider where he's coming from, because although you might think he's just being a jerk or that he was just not caring about you or he didn't think it was important or whatever it was, right? Probably he's got his own baggage, because we all have our own baggage with money, and he was probably dealing with that the best way he thought he knew how, even though it ultimately did really hurt you. So step three is to approach this compassionately and also assertively. You want to be kind and hear his perspective, and you want to be clear. This is a really important thing that happened. We really need to talk about this, right? I want to have a great relationship with you, and this could be an obstacle, but it doesn't have to be. So let's have some conversations. Now, step four is to hear him out. And I understand this may not seem like the ideal thing to do because he's the one who lied to you, but here's the thing. In a relationship, you can worry about being right or wrong, or you can worry about the quality of that partnership. Now, I'm not saying here that you need to hear out somebody who's being abusive to you. That's a whole different situation. But if this is an otherwise solid relationship and you care about your husband and you want things to keep working out, hear him out and just get to understand, kind of like you did for yourself in step one. And step four, get to understand what this means to him, how it's been affecting him. And, this may not happen on your first try, but stick to it if you care about this relationship. It may take several conversations to really get to the point where it's not going to be easy or comfortable necessarily to talk about it, but you at least feel like you can have healthy dialogue. And once you can, then you go to step five. Once you're able to have that healthy dialogue, then you two can have reflections and discussions about what healing would look like moving forward and how to move forward with that together. So maybe that's weekly check-ins, or maybe that's going to see a couples counselor, maybe that's talking to someone like me or a therapist, whatever steps there are for you to take. But at this point, once you've worked through your own emotions, you've heard him out, you each feel relatively safe in this container and in that discussion, then is the time to talk about the steps moving forward to continue to promote healing and trust and love in your relationship. So those are the 5 steps, and I know I told you that I would have something else for you, and check the link below. You're going to have my essential money conversation checklist. There's going to be a link there where you just want to follow that link, put in your email, you get exclusive access to my newsletter as well as my free essential money conversation checklist. Bring it to any conversation just like this about money, and it's going to do a lot for helping those be more productive and cultivate more love, intimacy, and partnership with you and your husband or your wife. So again, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe, share, and let me know below what you learned from watching. And thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.